Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Please hit the like button. I don't understand why it's so hard to get people to hit the like button. It helped grow the channel. It helped keep you in the YouTube algorithm. You know, it really does. But mm, I had a pretty good day today. Wasn't too bad. Well, I hope that everybody finds themselves in a good place where all this shit that's going on out here in the world. It's just so much. It's so much. I got a notebook of topics and stuff that we could talk about. But as far as Shannon Sharpe is concerned, Cat Williams told your dumb ass. What did he say? He said, I do not mess with white women. He don't trust them. But allegedly, you messed up the little OnlyFans chick backside. Lord, how much? I'm live, Shakar. Allegedly, you messed up. I'm live, Shakira. No, I don't go live yet. I'm already live. Listen, we gonna do the TikTok, okay? I guarantee you go viral. But you gotta do it though, regardless of what I tell you what it is. I'm live now. Bye. Oh, excuse me, y'all. So, like I was saying before I was interrupted by the children, Cat Williams tried to tell your dumb ass. He said he don't mess with white women because he don't trust them. He said they gonna come for you, Shannon, because you're doing so well. And all the stuff that they took him through because Cat Williams would not, because Shannon Sharpe would not submit to the demonic industry. He was getting arrested every week. They took his kids. He had to fight to get it. He was going through, if y'all remember that. And he told your dumb ass, but now you done settled. You tore up the lady backside. Be who you are, Shannon. You don't like women. That's okay. It's 2025. Anyway, allegedly the lady had to have some type of surgery. She initially, yes, he is. If you want to come up, look, I'm on. Let me put the thing. If you want to come up, let me put it in. How you doing? I was just trying to see was you live before I went live. Hold on. Okay, there it is. So be who you are, Shannon. That's what I have to say. Be who you are. But now the lady initially, there go the link if you want to come up, asked you for $20,000 allegedly, and you didn't want to give her the 20,000, but when she hit you with the $50 million lawsuit because she got Tony Bugsby. Okay, cool. Whenever you want to, it's there. But you didn't want to give her the 20,000. Then she got Tony Bugsby. Oh shoot, my hair coming loose. And let me see. You didn't so now y'all going to court for about the 50 million. Cat Williams tried to tell you. And now you settle. I don't know if they released how much it was that he actually settled for. I don't have that, but it'll probably be in the receipts that I bring up in a minute. She done got so much money that she done retired from OnlyFans. She ain't even got to be a hoe no more. She a pay hoe now. I don't know why you did. And then the nerve, then allegedly, you mad at Cat Williams for warning you. You didn't take heed to the message. That's your fault. You didn't heed to the message. What you doing, Grayson? My cat over here flipping out. Lord, so you know, it is what it is. But now she's a pay hoe, and she has retired from OnlyFans. So I'm gonna get off into. So we doing the recap and the update all in one. Like, comment, share the video, hit the like button. Let me see. Then you lost. I forgot. Then you lost your job on ESPN. You know, after you got that type of charge, they was gonna let you go. I mean, I don't think you went short as far as funds is concerned. You know, you'll never be broke, or you shouldn't be. So this how it all started. Should have gave her $20,000. Allegedly, she had to have surgery in the backside and paid for the surgery. I don't know. I wasn't there in the room. I ain't did it. I wasn't looking. I'm just saying. So first, so Shannon Sharpe steps aside from ESPN after the 50 million rate loss. Oh, sorry, YouTube. It just came out. The graping lawsuit that he had. The 56-year-old Sharpe has been accused of rape by a woman who is now in her 20s, who he met at 19. Well, now you did say that you don't like old women, and I get that. But you could have went a little older, maybe you wouldn't have had this kind of circumstances. I don't know. I'm just saying, who am I? I don't know. Sharp said, my statement is found here, and this is the truth. The relationship in question was 100% consensual. I believe that. At this juncture, I'm electing to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties. Well, now you stepped aside because they told you, but now they have they done let you go now. I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations. Blah, 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 blah. Even Monique warned you after Cat Williams sat there and told you that, and you got, shoot, how many? About 60 million views on that? And I watched it. That was good. Monique came and warned you. Nah, this is what she said. Monique's advice to Shannon Sharpe about dating younger women goes viral after the lawsuit. Let me see. Let me get to this part. I don't want to read this whole thing. So Stephen A. Smith, he said, I'm wishing that he's innocent and all this stuff goes away and he can continue to thrive with me on ESPN, he said. At the same time, though, he's a little unsure about what the future will hold for him. Well, we already know he was let go. So we know he was out of a job, so we know that. I'm trying to get to it. Monique delivered some advice on dating younger women. Overall, it wound up being spot on considering where he's at right now. Here's what she had to say. Let me tell you what Shannon need, okay? Let me tell you. Y'all, what my baby need. He need him an old fat gal. Well, I ain't gonna say she ain't got to be old. Monique said he need an old fat gal who could bake some good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at nighttime. Now I'll do that part. I'll rub the feet and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon need. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. They tried to tell you, and a white one at that. And I'm not against interracial. I used to be growing up. I'm not. But you got to be real careful when you got some real money. Okay. Let me see. So then Meek Mill, they went off on him because there was a photo that surfaced online with him and Shannon Sharpe together. And let me see if I can um let me see if I can find. While Meek Mill and two women featured in the photo had absolutely nothing to do with Sharp's case, some social media users have put the performer on blast, arguing that it's not the right time to be showing love to white or white passing women because of the Shannon Sharp issue. That's dumb as hell. That's just dumb. But they was telling Meek Mill, you must not have seen what happened to Shannon Sharp. Tony Busby grinning right now. Another claim referring to the lawyer representing Sharp's accuser. Meek was quick to come to his own defense. Right, therapy, exactly. Exactly. But this what happened. This is a recap. Meek Mill said, why they keep posting me on blogs with two fans who makes the decisions of what Meek posts on the blogs, he wondered. He followed up with a comment under the shade room, making it clear that he thinks social media users are overreacting. It's just a regular pick with fans, Meek Mill was saying. But they was going in saying, you ain't learned your lesson. I agree, therapy. I agree. Oh, I didn't know that this thing, I had this on Brittany Griner, that I had this article. Let me make sure that's all I got on him right now. Hold on a minute. Y'all just hold on a minute, please. I'm just trying to get through some of these before I show the video. Damn, and I lost the shit. Can't stand that. All right, let me go here. Oh, you know what? We got to do the recap. You know what? That's what we can do therapy on Wendy Williams. Because I got to get back to her. I'm trying to get through these articles. And then I want us to do some on Epstein too. Okay, here you go. I found it. Then after all that, another woman accused you of sex of SN. Another one came forward. Now I don't know what's going on with that. Let me see. She said he assaulted her in 2010. Shannon baby, but he don't even like them because apparently, allegedly, he was only in their backside anyway. They say Michelle Evans filed suit against Sharpe in New York in 2023, nearly 2 years before this woman did that. She accused Sharpe of R-wording her in a lawsuit in Nevada. He denied that allegation. Evans alleges Sharpe requested that the two have sex and that she refused. The defendant proceeded to forcibly seduce me, compelling me to my knees, and subsequently engaging in non consensual oral penetration despite my protests, she said. Oh, you know what? You're right. Hmm. So that's the second. Therefore, Shannon's coercion escalated as he maneuvered me onto the bed and achieved non-consensual vaginal. So my bad. I guess that was like I said allegedly. That's what I have read in something else, but I was wrong. Non-consensual vaginal penetration, all the while proclaiming his intent to make it so no other man will want me. Was he trying to kill her then? What was he trying to do to her? So no other man will want her. Though Evans is not suing Sharpe for SA, she claims he threatened to ruin her reputation and that the ensuing media commentary was rife with defamatory commentary assailing my professional reputation. In a statement to page 6, a representative for Sharpe denied Evans' allegations. Michelle Evans' claims are ridiculous and completely without merit. I don't know who Michelle Evans is. Do you, therapy? The proceedings in Evans' civil case are still ongoing, though a judge did deny her request for an order of protection. Let me see. So his attorney Mitchell said it would be a no surprise that when someone famous is in the news, all sorts of people crawl out the woodwork to share their connection to that person in an attempt to profit from that alleged worship. Well, it just said that she wasn't claiming money. It just said she didn't want no money. He a thirsty simp. Anything possible, they react like crazy. You right about that therapy. So that suit is still ongoing. So they saying that when she could not find a lawyer to pursue her outrageous story, she filed a civil complaint on her own. And you can do that. You don't need an attorney to file a complaint. The fact is that Shannon has had no contact with this person for many years. Oh, but so you do know her. Let me see what this article. I think this is the same thing. Oh, now this woman also says that he recorded their sexual encounters without her consent and shared the recordings with others. And you know what? And I have to say that may be true because when he wanted to prove that he wasn't gay, remember he was with allegedly with that trans, or and this is under the Fair Use Act. He was allegedly on Instagram with a trainee. Now that's what they saying. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just saying. But he was live having sex with someone on Instagram. Y'all remember that? So she said that he recorded their sexual recordings without her consent. A woman can say yes to consensual sexual relation with a man 99 times, but when she says no, no mean no. No mean no. She says she met Sharpe 22 years ago at a gym in Los Angeles in 2023. She claims he made multiple advances toward her. Sharpe asked the woman to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, before she could meet up with him, but dropped the request after she pushed back. So you gotta sign a non-disclosure agreement to meet up with somebody. That's crazy. So that means you already had something calculated in your mind. The lawsuit recounts a subsequent alleged incident during which she claims Sharpe became violent with her and threatened to unalive her after she showed up late to his home. He demanded complete control over her time and body, expecting her to be at his house on his schedule at his command whenever he called. Yeah, you right about that therapy. I agree. You say, yep, you gotta sign it. Well, that's insane to me. In 2024, both Sharpe and the plaintiff each, oh, they both moved to Nevada. Oh, this the one on Instagram. Look, the suit referenced the time is September 24th. Sharpe says he mistakenly began live streaming himself on Instagram having sex with a woman. I just told y'all that. The plaintiff states that this encounter was with another woman and that she was humiliated by the incident and began to pull away from Sharpe. Then she said he began flooding her phone with calls, prompting her to leave Nevada. The suit then describes on October 2024, during which Sharps allegedly forced the plaintiff into a car and took her to her apartment. The plaintiff alleges that Sharp then forced her to perform oral before anally R-wording her. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. So I wasn't wrong. Sharpe grabbed her head, forcing her to look at him as she sobbed. He said at that point, look at this. Look at my arm. I got chills. That's how good this is. I ain't got nothing to say, no. I don't know what to say. What to say? In January 2025, the plaintiff claims that Sharpe asked to come to her apartment to give her a combined Christmas and birthday present. Once there, the plaintiff alleges in the complaint that he began. Well, now you let him come back again after he done did all that. The money was good. That's what that was. Let me see. The plaintiff alleges in the complaint that he began SAing her again and refused to wear a condom. Sharpe's attorney Lanny Davis denied the allegations and described this lawsuit as a shakedown. Davis claims that the accuser sent sexually explicit text messages that show a broader pattern of graphic sexual communications initiated by the accuser. According to the statement, the evidence points a clear picture this was consensual adult relationship that included role playing, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios. What is it with the fantasy? Diddy in the corner with a baseball hat and a mask. I'm just saying, I don't know. Mr. Sharpe denies all allegations and will not submit to what sees as an egregious attempt of blackmail. The plaintiff is requesting $50 million in damages. She is represented by Tony Busby. Damn, Tony getting paid. Tony getting paid. Right, with the baseball hat, right. So then he came out and said that he is part being shaken down and that the Tony Busby targets black men. Tony Busby target anybody that got green. Anybody got some money. You ain't got to be black. I think this is the same thing. Sharpe accused Busby of going after Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z, that he only targets black men. He said that Busby was going to release a portion of the sex tape that he had that tries to make me look guilty and called on a Houston based attorney to release the entire tape rather than the edited tape. I remember that. I remember that. So there, in the plaintiff tells Sharpe not to manipulate her, and he said, "If you say that word one more time, I'm going to effing choke the shit out of you when I see you." He told her. So he got a little violent side, huh? David said his client made the statement in the heat of the moment during an argument and did not actually intend to hurt the woman. Davis urged Busby to hand over the copy of the sex tape to an expert to determine if it had been edited to exclude certain contexts. The act that's being portrayed was consensual. In incredibly damning video does indeed exist, Tony Busby said, which is problematic for Shannon. Y'all can't make this up. She initially then, I guess it went from the 20, she then demanded 10 million. He didn't pay because he done paid her more than that. He should have just paid it, I guess. Wow. Busby said instead of owning up to his actions, Sharpe has shown to mislead his lawyers and the public and double down, this time by doxing Jane Doe and attempting to humiliate and to silence this woman who is 30 years his junior. I wonder if he'd be messing with any more of them. Okay, we already talked about the second woman, Michelle Evans. I'm not gonna read that. I'm just gonna delete this because I don't think it's nothing new in this. It don't look like there's nothing new in this article. There, but you know who this Michelle Evans is? Because she said he was messing up her reputation. All right, let me see. Mm, mm, mm. Make me think the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. All right, let me see. Get to April 26th. All right, hold on. We're going to do this last one. Yeah, because it's a half an hour and I'm going to get to these videos because it's always going to be a damn part two. I be having too much information and I hold on to it because I want to do one more video after this. Let me see. Shannon, okay, this ain't nothing. I can delete that. Okay, we done. All right, let's get here. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. This is unique Mecca audio. I do. I like. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Shannon Sharpe has just entered the Diddy Stimulus Club. Tony Busby, who was on Jay-Z's Jay-Z shook him off like a big bull. Now we got Shannon Sharpe. I didn't even see you. How you doing?
I'm all right. I told you I was just getting to the crib not too long ago, and I was just getting the buzz listening to you. You have this is my second one since I got to the crib. I'm like, this shit is funny. You said, what is it with they ass sitting in the corner in the dark just on that bullshit. They in the corner. They be in the corner.
Right, with this fantasy shit. Right.
Hey, but that
with
shit
this fantasy shit, like
that shit be costing these motherfuckers.
It is.
Man.
Let me put your name. I'm about to put your name in the title. Hold on, let me edit this with.
Okay, girl, you ain't got to do all that. I'm just a guest. You know what I mean? I just enjoy kicking it with you. You ain't got to do all that.
I know. I enjoy it, but still.
It be that bullshit. They be sitting in the corner in the dark and shit, ass naked, oiled up on some bullshit.
Right. You can't make it up, can you? You
Man,
cannot make this up.
hey, that's them old simp niggas back in the days. You remember them old simp niggas with them Crown Royal bags? They give you out, they'll drink your bad water type niggas, but they got money with it. You know, like that's what they so they can pay for everything they thinking about. I'm like, man, niggas in the hood do that shit for way less, or even if they even pay. So most of the time, the bitch bringing him money. Like, what the fuck is y'all
None.
doing?
That's
Man, them
true.
niggas. Shannon Sharpe can't get mad on nobody, but his big dumbass tight pants, tight everything wearing when he sit down, his pants roll up past his ankles with no socks on, with some damn church shoes, bow tie on
You
ass
ain't
nigga.
lying.
I'm like them niggas
You ain't.
when I ain't never understood somebody wearing shoes with no socks. I just never
Oh, I do
understood
it
it.
all the time.
I
Well, you
just
mean a
what the fuck
man. You
is
mean a
that?
man. You
Yeah,
mean a
I'm
man.
talking about church. Yeah, shit, church shoes. That's like they think about it. Church shoes with no socks. That's like a man wearing high heels. When you think about it, think about this shit.
Okay.
If would a woman wear socks with high heels? No.
No.
When a
No.
man got on
Mm-mm.
some damn church shoes and no socks, that's like a woman wearing high heels around this motherfucker. See, I be paying attention to the bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, man. And then every time you sit down, your pants rise above your ankles. I'm like, come on, man. That's not, you know what I mean? Like, not even a little bit, a lot. That's like a signal to them niggas. You know what I mean?
Now, let me ask you
I
this.
just
You
be
think
paying
his
attention
career
to
over
shit
with?
like that.
You think his career over with?
Mm-mm. Nah. You know why? Because
Why?
they drained his dumb ass. His career was never there. Because they know he a freak like that. And I think it's disgusting for a nigga like Tony Busby to be coming after people like he doing. And I think his ass gonna end up in some kind of shit, just like what he's suing people for. Because people that go after people like that, they usually have skeletons in their closet, and it eventually comes out. Because he
You
know
right
he
about
dead
that.
wrong. You know he dead
You right
wrong.
about that.
How is a motherfucker gonna sit up here and then take a case from a bitch that been this 2015 and she kept going back? I want to hear that Stockholm shit. None of that. The
Kept
bitch
going,
after
but you
money.
going back because of the money.
Yeah, I'm saying like
Well, but now
so.
this woman got so much money, she done quit OnlyFans. She ain't got to do that no more.
I still think his dumb ass was stupid for paying her a dime. Drag her ass through court. Cause giving them money that opens up the floodgates for these other bitches you don't fuck with. And anybody
Right.
can
He
say,
didn't learn from Diddy. He didn't
man,
learn from
what?
Diddy.
Diddy should have never
He
gave it.
paid that one. Everybody came out the woodwork.
Man, Diddy should have just been like, yeah, that was me whooping her ass on tape, but we were both coked up. This was years ago. God damn it. That's what happened. It's on tape. God damn it, I own up to that, but I ain't giving this bitch no money. You give me? She already married. You know how low down you got to be. She married.
Right.
Cassie is married. She scheduled the freak off. She's a co-conspirator. She's a co-defendant.
Right.
I'm like, why would you, man? Fuck
That's
all
why
that.
they gave him immunity. Didn't the prosecution give
Yeah,
him
but it's on.
immunity?
Yeah, but it was on a civil trial. But the shit she talking about is criminal. So her dumb ass put herself in a criminal trial. You ain't got no goddamn immunity from criminal. Cause that shit was just civil. But they can also bring that back up as she was a co-conspirator. Her ass should be locked up too. The fuck? She was the one. scheduling the motherfuckers and paying them. Like, come on, man.
Both of them, 50 Cent baby mama too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. They were freaks, and then they was all in on it, man. You can't, man. They need to start locking these hoes up too,
And
man.
when
I'm
they
telling you,
said he's still paying her $10,000 a month rent, I bet you he ain't paying it now.
I wouldn't have been paying her shit. If we cool now, it's a
He probably didn't
difference.
even know he probably didn't even know that he was still paying her rent. He probably didn't know.
Dog, you know what? That nigga, high as them motherfuckers were getting, you get high than a motherfucker when a motherfucker had to have a suitcase or a bag with your supplies in that motherfucker. Now you at another level of getting high, goddamn. Where you got to
Now
set up
you
shop,
saying something?
where you got to set up shop like Michael Jackson had the propofol lab, and you got to have a nurse and shit in that motherfucker. God damn. And that nigga from Conrad Murphy from Clear Lake down here in Houston did that shit.
Uh,
That damn Jamaican, whatever the fuck he is. I remember riding past that nigga office. That nigga,
you
man, that
want the
nigga there.
one that did that to Michael Jackson?
Yeah, that's why Mike Ass was
That's
in
who you
Houston when
talking
he.
about?
Yeah, that's why Mike Ass when he came to Houston, he was at the goddamn Galleria just buying shit. He was hiding a motherfucker.
I ain't
Michael
think
just
Michael Jackson. I
man,
ain't think he used
Mike
drugs.
was at the Galleria Mall just buying bullshit. Oh, that rock cost 50,000. He was hiding a motherfucker. Hey, I'm finna go refill real
You
quick because you
seen
had
him?
me over here laughing. Huh?
You seen him?
Nah, I saw his ass on TV. I wasn't going to no goddamn Galleria Mall to see goddamn Michael Jackson. Goddamn it, they were reporting
You
it on
say
the
you saw
news.
him on TV?
Yeah, this nigga, I'm like, shit, I don't even go to the Galleria. I'm not a mall person. I don't window shop. If I don't,
Oh,
if I ain't,
the gallery is a mall.
yeah, that's the big ass mall out here. It's the biggest one out here. It's like, man, that shit, man, hell no. It's a couple of malls out here, but Galleria is the motherfucker. That's where Mike was, goddamn it, in that bitch.
I know one of the topics we gonna do is on Houston with all that doggone STDs y'all got going
Oh
on down
man,
there.
I'm gonna talk about that too, but they don't went from syphilis to HIV, but I told you it's because of them damn illegal immigrants, and then nobody's wearing no condoms. God damn it, these motherfuckers they flat backing, men are flat backing, women are flat backing, it's flat backing everywhere. How you gonna man these people? I need another I need a I'm gonna, hey
You see,
look.
it's everywhere.
Hey, I'm finna go refill real quick. Okay? I'm finna go refill real quick. I got my
Okay,
groove.
and I'm waiting because my phone, of course, went back. So I'm gonna be, yep, I'm trying to get back to where I was. But go ahead and
Oh,
refill.
go ahead. Hey, I'm just listening. I'm just listening right now. I got you.
Yep, I'm waiting. I'm trying to get back to my video
No,
because we
I'm
on
just
the
listening
video
right now.
portion now. Okay. Yep, I'm just trying to get there. Y'all like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. This is with Therapy Radio 808. Y'all subscribe to his channel. He be on some real good topics. He really do. He funny as hell too now. Well, I'm waiting on my bring back up my information. I hate when this phone. I shouldn't have brought up that video. That's what I shouldn't have had. I shouldn't have brought up that doggone video. I'm almost back to where I was. This don't make no sense. I'm about to delete that video that did. I shouldn't have opened up that video. I didn't know it was gonna do me like that. But I be having so much in this phone. So y'all just give me a minute. I guess this video going. I'm gonna stop it in about a half an hour because I want to
I
do
know
one more
one
time.
thing. I know one goddamn thing.
What?
HIV and STDs don't make niggas go back to jacking off instead of losing their mind for a 5-minute fuck. Man, I don't know what's wrong with these niggas. Fuck don't take but 5 minutes.
Okay, now you know we gotta tune it down. We do the
Oh,
but
okay.
we ain't.
A 5 minute
But
interaction.
yeah, but you're right about yeah. It should
Yeah.
do something.
Hey,
But you know what? The young
my bad
people
for the F
don't.
word. My bad for the
Yeah,
F
but you
word.
know what? The young people don't seem to care.
Yeah, they just
They
want to
don't
stick
seem to
it in
care.
something. They just want to stick it in something. They don't care what it is. Man, woman, goat, dog. They just, man, they tripping. I bet somebody done got an animal pregnant, dog. These people be on them drugs that make you do everything, dog. They say the Mexicans be knocking down donkeys before they get their woman. I'm like, man, that was back in the
Really?
90s.
I ain't never heard that.
Man, back in the 90s, it was like the Mexicans would practice on a donkey before they hit their women. I was like, I never forgot no BS like that. I was like, man, what? It was like, wow.
Wow.
It was like on some news or something. And I don't know. It was on, I don't know where I saw that at, but you can look it up. Nowadays, you can look it up easier, but back then, you was like, wow. They get behind the
I,
donkey and just handle their business. I'm like, wow, the world is a ghetto.
oh, you don't know nothing about war. You don't know nothing about war. My mama used to play that whole album.
Man, I'm from Mississippi originally, man. I know about
Are
all
you?
that. Yeah, I'm from Metcalfe, Mississippi originally. I went out to California for 2 years after 96. And then after that, I've been in
Mm,
Houston since like 98, 99. You
oh,
know?
okay. You was in the country.
Yeah, yeah. Metcalfe is like an hour and a half above Jackson, like about 2 hours from Memphis. And
Okay,
then it's
now
right.
here we go. I'm back to where
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I like this guy. I like this guy. You know who
Who
I'm
the hell
talking
is
about.
Story that TMZ has published today. Shannon Sharpe sued for $50 million over alleged rapes. This came
Damn.
out this morning. Shannon Sharpe has just been sued for allegedly raping a woman on multiple occasions, and the plaintiff in the case is asking for tens of millions in damages. The lawsuit obtained by TMZ Sports was filed by Jane Doe on Sunday in Nevada after she says Sharpe brutally sexually assaulted her several times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2020, following a years-long abusive relationship. According to the suit, Jane Doe met Sharpe in 2023 at a gym in Los Angeles when she was 20 years old and he was in his mid-50s. She stated in the docs during their first encounter, Sharpe told her he would buy her fake tits if she won a weight loss competition with him. She wrote in the suit that Sharpe proceeded to pursue her relentlessly, calling, texting, and demanding she come to his Beverly Glen mansion. The woman stated she and the former Denver Broncos tight end ultimately got into a consensual relationship, though she described it as controlling and verbally abusive. Quote, he demanded complete control over her time and body, attorney Tony Busby wrote in Doe's lawsuit.
Tony
She
Busby
ain't
gonna get.
lying about that. He do look like.
Yeah, he's a big
You think he
aggressive.
gonna get hurt one day?
No, he gonna get that whatever he going at them. I'm telling you, every time when somebody like that, like Ben Crump, I think people like that, they not. I don't know what it is about them. It's just something about them. They know exactly what it is. They not fighting for justice. They not. They have no conscience. Basically, what I'm saying. I'm like,
Right.
good
And
guy.
he from Texas. Tony Bugsby is from
Yeah,
Texas. I think he's from Houston.
I think yeah. They were about to whoop his ass out here at the Thanksgiving parade or something when he left when
What?
the ice storm that hit
Tony
about 2 years.
Bugsby?
Yeah, when the ice storm hit, his ass was on vacation, and then he gonna get on Thanksgiving.
And they
Yeah,
was gonna beat him up. Who was gonna beat him up down there?
shit, his dumb ass was in the they were throwing beer at him in the parade, in the Thanksgiving parade. Cause when the ice storm hit, you remember that ice storm about 2 years ago when all the power was out and shit, and they talking about they was selling electricity to Mexico, or they bought. They were like Mexico, like K. Mexico ran off about 5 extension cords. How the hell they gonna sell us goddamn power? It was
Right.
it was bullshit, straight up.
So this is Judge Joe Brown. I love him.
Let's move on to the main event. Yes, a firearm was visible in the room. The plaintiff tried sharing her location with friends from her iPhone just in case, but Sharpe saw her doing this. The moment he realized what she was doing, he grabbed her by and told her, "If you ever do that again, I will effing kill you." The two, nevertheless, continued the relationship, even following a move by both to Nevada during the summer of 2024. However, Doe states in her suit she attempted to break things off after his infamous Instagram live streaming incident, which she said led to him airing her. Doe claimed in her suit the first instance happened October 2024 at her apartment. She said 53-year-old Pro Football Hall of Famer forced himself on her while she was crying and sobbing. The second instance the suit alleges happened a few weeks later in January of 2025. Doe claimed Sharpe over to her house with promises of delivering a Christmas and birthday gift to her, but instead violently sexually assaulted her once more. Of courage to stand up against those with power, fame, and money, Busby said in a statement. I look forward to pressing this case in court. We have reached out to Sharpe for comment in this case, but so far no word yet. He needs to keep his mouth shut now. And he did, and he is letting his lawyer do all the talking because his lawyer released a statement. This went on for more than a year, so she kept coming back over there.
Right.
That's
Right.
my point.
She like, what do the other side call it? What do they call it? Rough trade or something? Yeah,
that's BDSM. That's BDSM what he into. She knew that. You know?
Lanny J. Davis, counsel Shannon Sharpe. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with like you're effing me. Gabriella Zuniga in a text message to Shannon Sharpe on my damn birthday on October 2023rd. Shut up. I know you missed this big man. Juicy ass 25K thing. Again, text from Gabriella to Shannon Sharpe. This lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney Tony Busby is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down.
What Judge Joe Brown's saying.
So what's going to happen is you'll get some stoic, solid, middle class people who are going to, oh my God, she wanted what? Well, what?
Yep.
It's in writing. Oh my God. Let me read the rest of the text. Now this is the T part. That's my daddy. That's my daddy. I want you to put a big black baby in me. You better carve it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. It says these messages are samples of a
They
broader.
know what kind of fetish that
I,
dude got, man. And them
I
women
don't
be,
even know what to say.
I'm telling you, they was all it's like, come on, man. He's paying you for what he's asking for, and you're doing it. It's real simple. You can't call that what it you
He
saying it
said,
is.
"Put a big black baby in me."
No, that's what she was saying that she wanted him to do.
That's what I know.
I'm like,
Now
they
this is
role
the
playing.
audio. This the audio from this the, this the audio from TMZ.
Threatening to choke her next time he sees her. And this is really, there are explosive claims here. I mean, we're talking about something incredibly serious. It's not a criminal charge, it's a civil lawsuit. Still, incredibly serious allegation with a lot of money on the line, guys. And shortly after this audio was
Yeah,
released,
you know the
Shannon
reason
Sharpe's
why
legal
I'm
team
kind of
said,
talking
we're
over
going
because you
to
got to be
address
careful with playing
social
TMZ.
media.
You know what I mean?
Was waiting for
You
that.
got
And
to
when it
pause
came
it and
over,
talk
Shannon
a little
Sharpe,
bit.
You got to what?
Like you got to be careful
You
when
got
you
to be
playing.
careful playing TMZ.
Yeah, certain content. You got to
Well,
talk over that.
we ain't monetized yet.
That ain't the point. They can
I just want
still
to get
do
to
it. I'm not even monetized, and they tried to get me like that at every angle on every channel. That's why I don't.
TMZ.
No, I never played TMZ. It's just when I
Okay, well
play
I'm not
certain
gonna.
games. Like they used to hit up my
Okay,
other
well I'm
channel.
not gonna play it. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
cause
play it. Then
you
I just
never know what
deleted it.
these
I
shows.
didn't know that.
Even if you're not monetized, they'll still try to email you or come after you when you're playing it. That's why I be talking
Oh,
over
I
it.
didn't know that. I deleted it. YouTube. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I be kind of talking over it when you're playing videos. Because if you're gonna play videos, don't do much of it. You just got to play a little bit just to give
Well, that's
a
what I
little
do.
bit
I
of.
don't play the whole thing.
Yeah, but that's why I just don't even play them. I just describe. I be like,
No,
y'all
I'm
can
gonna
look
play
it
them
up.
because it make. No, I'm gonna play them because but I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I
No,
never play the whole thing.
you have to kind of pause it and then talk about the context of it, and then play a little bit more, and then you know what I mean.
Right, but
So it
that's
don't.
what we've been doing.
No, I'm saying these people are thrown off. That's why I don't even play them no
Okay.
more because I used to. But that's why I
Well, hold on.
describe.
Let me play this one. Let me play this one.
Because like if you playing it, you play a little bit of it and you pause it and then you kind of talk about it and then play the rest at what the point is. You can do it like that. You
That's
know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
gonna do. That's what we've been doing.
And
Listen,
Shannon Sharpe. And so if you want to know what frustrates me,
this is on Jason Whitlock.
my complaints about the legacy media, I just want you to, someone put this team together to kick off Fox Sports One's new strategy, content strategy. This is like 2016, 2017.
Let me go past
We're
this.
going to build the show
Hey, but
Hold
you
on.
know what?
one pretend
They knew he was into that kind of thing, and they sent the right one his way. You get me? They sent exactly what he was looking
I
for.
don't like.
So if that's what he was looking for, how did he get access to her? I'm telling you,
That's
man,
a
it's a
good
set
point.
all around.
That's a good point.
Cause you can clearly tell he's into BDSM, and then they know he into
And
it. The
that's
women know he into it. So he's paying them for it. You can clearly see he paying them for it. So for them to go back and say he took it is crazy. It's
it
BDSM.
is.
That's rough sex. That's fantasy. That's all that. He's paying for that fantasy and rough sex. They know that, or else they wouldn't have been over there or been around him. That's why I think people like Tony
Right.
Busby,
My this one is
like Busby and being crump. Like them people be knowing that these people be on that BS, man, and then they, man, come on now. And then I think men are stupid for even paying them. I wouldn't give them a dime. I'm like, I paid for that. Now I got to pay lawyers, sue them back. With all that money,
Now you saying something on that one.
why don't they
You
just
saying something on that one.
instead of giving them money, sue their ass back? They gonna have to be in court like that. All you
A
gotta do is sue them
countersuit.
back. Yeah, don't give
A
them no money.
countersuit. That's a good point. That's a good point. Now this one is Shaq. He's saying Jason Willis saying Shaq wanted to expose Shannon Sharpe.
Shaq the
Let's see.
last nigga need to be talking. Shaq is the last nigga need to be talking. Please.
To that. Have you guys talked? We haven't. Shaq feels the way he feels, and he's perfectly fine to feel that way. So that was Matt Barnes talking about Shaq, and these guys have millions upon millions of dollars. Shaq, these former athletes, and they have a lot of power and a lot of access to spend money to acquire information on people they dislike. And I'm not unpacking this or saying this. And Shamik, I'm gonna let you go because this conversation I'm gonna have, you can't respond in real time. So I'm gonna handle this. Thank you so much.
Hey, look, he's about to get into it though. If you check out the tone of the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm connecting the dots to the conversation we had on Fearless today, conversation we've been having overall about like, hey man, there's real danger here in speaking truth, speaking righteously, because you end up taking on very powerful people that have resources, and they can put a financial bounty on you. And this is why I'm so transparent, and why I play things the way that I do. I have enemies, and they have lots of money, and they're athletes, and they're not. They don't respect. It's not that other non-athletes don't play the game the exact same way, but when Shaq's a billionaire and he's got a problem with Shannon Sharpe, money out and say, hey, I got $500,000 or $50,000 or $100,000.
So I didn't know that Shaq didn't like Shannon Sharpe. Did you?
Man, a lot of them niggas don't like each other. A lot of them niggas don't like each other, but my thing is Shaq is the last nigga need to be talking. For real. You know that like I know it. He the last nigga need to be talking with his Camry buying ass. Buy a Toyota Camry for every bitch that he fuck with. Man, you nigga. You the last nigga need to be talking before they clean you out. You get me?
Wow.
Sometimes these niggas need to shut up and stay out the way. You know what I mean? Because Shaq is really the last person need to be talking. Yeah. Everybody knows that. Like when these people sit up, they think just because everybody that does that with somebody like Shannon Sharpe and Diddy in their situation, everybody like Shaq that talk down, they end up getting them too. Because the only reason why they talking, they trying to get in good graces with the people that paying them. And the people that's paying them worse than them.
That's true.
Look at Espn. True. Look at Espn. Why all them Steens, all them Jews. Man, those folks worse than them.
We can't say that. We sure can't go that way.
But they can say,
yeah.
Hey, nigga.
Yeah. See, look, this is when Shannon got fired. This is when he got fired.
You're just gonna like get mad at it and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. You what it is.
What does that even mean?
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you
What?
say that one more time, I'm going to choke you when I see you.
Damn, he said
No,
that.
but listen to what she's doing. She said, "Don't manipulate me." Man,
He
come
said,
on.
yes, you do. He said, yes, you do. This is Professor Ness. He said, yes, you do want to be choked.
Yeah, and she knows it, but she look how she's trying to make it seem like don't manipulate me. You know, when women start talking like that, that's when you know that's the key. When they start trying to use words they don't even use. I'm like, come on, man. Everybody knows words, but when you start talking like that, you got to fall back. And when a bitch use the word manipulate, that ain't a woman no more. Cause they trying to set you up at that point. You know what
Now
I
you
mean?
saying something. You saying something.
Man, I done been through court a couple of times with the baby mama. She tried to say I tried to marry her. I said, "Do you think I'm?" I said we were sitting in the judge's chamber. It was three people on there. Child support, the lawyers, and then there was the other baby mama. The other bitch didn't even have to be there. And then she said, because she tried to get me for alimony. And then her dumb ass husband is sitting in there, and I'm talking so bad to her, and he can't do nothing but sit there and take it. I'm like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They not women, they bitches. They would sit there and let that happen just because. That's what Cassie did. She gonna say, the lawyer asked me in front of the judge, did you try to marry her? I said, would you marry her? Would
No,
you
you
marry?
didn't.
Yes. I said, would you marry that? Hell, man, they left it alone at that. It was just that quick with that question. Because if you go any deeper into that question, they gonna try to dig deeper. I'm like, it was basically a hell no. Because I said, would you marry that? I said it just like that. And then there was one time when we were getting standing in front of the judge, and then I was going off. Her husband, he's sitting in the last baby mama. Her husband sitting in the courtroom, and we standing in front of the judge. And then she said, "My child." I said, "Our." She said, "Our." I said, "You damn right."
All right, look, we
In
got to
front of the
get back
judge.
on
But
topic because
look,
I want to
my
get
whole
to.
look, my whole point to that is you got to understand what they're doing to you in court. You got to know how
Okay.
to be quick with it and how you answer it. That's my whole point. Because if they try to get you in a yes or no answer, you be like, I don't understand the question you asking, like stuff like that. So you can give them a yes or no answer. You just can't answer yes or no right off the top. And if they don't let you answer it the right way, just keep saying, I don't understand the question. Because sometimes these dudes get caught up in court and they be like yes or no because they sitting there intimidated because they sitting in court. A lot of this is because they sit up. I think they should have never gave the women $1 and started just countersuing them. That's what I think. That's
I
my
agree with
point.
you on that. I do agree with you on that. But just
Because
back
they gonna
into,
keep on having to come up with money, you know?
yep. Hold on.
That was my whole point to that story.
I got you.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets
Mm.
black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all of you guys.
Can we do the Shannon Sharpe thing real quick?
Hey, look.
He said, look, Judge Joe Brown said he don't give a damn about him.
Exactly.
Sharpe is part of this nefarious, the dark side of legal practice when it becomes profitable to file bogus actions against prominent people to coerce a settlement. And I'll just leave it at that, because as we have heard from some of the stuff that the defense
It was breaking up. I don't know. Can you hear me? It was breaking up. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Can you hear me? Because on your side, the screen was breaking up, the audio. Hey, Nine, you still there? I don't know if she's still there, y'all. I think the connection is going in and out. It's going in and out. But basically what's going on, man, I think that these people, like, y'all can clearly see that Shannon Sharpe was paying for a service. And then if you really want to go there, the women knew it. And then when a woman started using words like, you're attacking me, or just like words like that, you're intimidating me, or you're like words that they don't even really use. Those women are usually talking to a lawyer or trying to line you up with suing you or doing something legal to you. So when she said to Shannon Sharpe, you're trying to intimidate me, and I'm like, what? Because y'all can clearly see, like, whatever Shannon Sharpe was talking about, she just all of a sudden started recording because she already had a plan in place, because she kept going around in order to put that plan in place and get him talking and then record him. That's when they start the plan. But Shannon's such a simp, he just didn't even pick it up. Because when you're thirsty like that, and then you're a simp, and then you got money, you don't even be thinking. That's why men need to start back using their hand, man. It only takes 5 minutes to get it out. Everything else is just, you just there, enjoying the person you with. And then, like, for them paying them money, man, I wouldn't have never gave them a dime. I would have just been like, hell no. Let's go to court. I'm suing you too, because you're lying. I would never. Man, come on now. I would never do that. If you know you didn't do it, why are you paying them? And if, man, come on now. I don't care about when they talking about they just want to get it out and not drag it through. Drag what? Don't your innocence matter? It ain't no price on your innocence. You don't sit up and let nobody lie on you like that because they sue them. And then you know what's another crazy thing is they can come out as Jane Doe, but they're putting all the things on you in order to make a case. No, announce who this person is, and then we can go from there. Not no Jane Doe, because y'all saw in one of the other cases with Puffy, a lot of them women were lying, and they caught them in lies, and then all they had to do was say Jane Doe this, Jane Doe number this, Jane Doe number that. Man, nuh-uh. If you going after somebody like that, the public's supposed to know who you are. Ain't no protecting no victim. You have not been proven as a victim. The victim is the person you're suing. If you don't put your face up there, that person becomes the victim. You think you're the victim, but you can get to hide. And when they find out you lying or you lose your case, you done tore this person's reputation up. And that is just crazy. They should have jail time for that when they find them lying. They should be sued for it. They should be charged with defamation because they found out to be lying. I ain't saying all of them lying, but most of them. But if if somebody took it, why do you keep going back? I don't want to hear that Stockholm thing or whatever that is. I don't want to hear none of that because it's impossible for you to go around somebody that supposedly did you like that and you keep going back. That's just how I feel about it, and that's just what it is. You cannot sit up there and then this is the crazy part. I've never known lawsuits where people be like Jane Doe. You cannot hide your face if you're accusing somebody of taking it from you. You know what I mean? You can't hide your face. You've already filed a lawsuit. Nobody should have to wonder who you are when you're suing somebody for something. If you're going to sue somebody, the person you're suing supposed to know who it is. Notice with Jay-Z case the first time, when they tried to get him like that, Jay-Z was like, we want to see who this is. And that girl ended up lying. The Jay-Z case, when they tried to get him like that, the girl ended up lying about the whole thing. That's why Jay-Z didn't give her a dime. And that's what happened. Now you back. I was trying to tell you that your screen was buffering.
My whole system, yeah, my whole system died. It went down. I'm just gonna go ahead and end
Yeah.
this live. I'm coming back with one
Okay.
more
Well,
comment. Yep, I'm
I
gonna
held it
end it.
down. I held it down while it was buffering.
You did. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I do. Y'all like,
Yeah.
share, subscribe. The plug came out the wall and the whole computer
What
died.
you doing? What you doing? Cooking greens or something? Moving around a lot. What you doing? You said the plug
No,
came
I'm
out the
eating
wall.
popcorn.
How the plug come
It
out the
did.
wall
My
and you
son came down and he kicked. Well, my son left. You didn't see him walk past, and he kicked my cord
yeah.
out. I didn't know it was out,
I think he
and
did
my
it. I
computer
think he
died.
did it on purpose. He looked in the camera and did it. I think he did it on purpose.
He might have.
He looked
All
dead in the
right,
camera.
y'all. I'm
He
about.
looked dead in the
I'm about
camera
to
and
end this.
cleared up. Oh man.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be right back with this other
Okay.
one. I'm about to end this one.